Good afternoon, dear students. You are most welcome in your favorite YouTube channel, Learning with Rajesh. In 10th class English medium, we have started lesson number 2, named as Federalism, in civics book. So we completed a 2 lecture of this on this topic, and today is the third lecture on this topic, Federalism. We learned in the previous videos meaning of federalism and the features of federalism. In the next video, we learned that what are the major provisions in the constitution for the success of federalism in India, and we learned that in Indian constitution there are three major lists made for making of laws for different governments. And today we are going to read about how federalism is practiced in India, or what are the extra provisions in Indian constitution for success of federalism in India. So the major point of today's topic is linguistic states. Linguistic states are also made for success of federalism in India. So you learnt about the linguistic states in GK also. Today we are going to read that what type of linguistic states are made in India and why linguistic states. So linguistic states are formed in India to strengthen the federalism, because you know that if people live with unity in the country, federalism will also improve in the country. So when you know that federalism, for success of federalism, linguistic states are made in India. As you know that Haryana and Maharashtra and rest of all another are also there. So what are the major problem for making linguistic states? We learned in the 8th class also. The major point is when the demand for formation of states raised, leader denied it. After the freedom of India, when people raised their voice for making different linguistic states, our main leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, other main leaders denied it, that we can't make the different linguistic states in the country. After the great revolt, or means the great opposition, the Andhra Pradesh became first linguistic states. And after that, in 1953, State Organization Commission was formed by the central government. It is also known as Fazal Ali Commission. In 1953, the government made a separate State Organization Commission. It gave its report in November 1956 and said it's good to make linguistic states. In 1956, State Organization Commission gave its report and reported that it's good to make linguistic state for unity in the country and for making better federalism in the country. After that, some states are also made on the basis of culture, ethnicity and geography. As you know that Jharkhand, Uttarakhand, Nagaland are some states which are formed on the base of their culture. As you know that, Bihar is a separate state in India, and from Bihar, Jharkhand is made a separate state because of the culture of people. They demanded that their culture did not match with them, and that's why they demanded for separate state, and Uttarakhand is also made in the same feature. And I hope you got the point why the linguistic states are made and what were the problem in the beginning after the freedom. And the next major point, language policy. Language policy is also there in India for strengthen or to strengthen the federalism. No major national language is there, no major. As you learned in the previous lesson, power sharing, Sri Lanka gave importance to Sinhala language. So in the opposition, or means on the other hand, India has no major national language. There are 22 scheduled languages given in the constitution. You can give exam in any language you opted. If you are giving a central government exam, you can opt any language out of 22 for giving exam. Use of English should be stopped in 1965 as official language. Our Indian constitution stated that English should be stopped in 1965 as official language. It means after that Hindi or another language will be promoted as official language. But what was the major problem? Southern states opposed it. Southern states like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and other states opposed that they will be a separate country if Hindi is forced on them. So it should be, English should be continue in the country. So the government done a brilliant job, brilliant work by giving importance to Hindi and English as official language. So as you learned in the previous lesson, Sri Lankan government gave importance to Sinhala, and that's why there was civil war in the country. And there can be civil war in India after 1965, but Indian government played a brilliant role by giving importance to Hindi and English to strengthen the unity of country and to strengthen the federalism in the country. I think you got the second point about the linguistic policy in India. And the next major provision is center-state relationship. So center-state relationship was not good in the ancient or in the past time, before 1990. So as per time, no party is getting clear majority. It increased the importance of regional parties. So we learned the first line. In past, there wasn't good relations between the central and state government. Why? Because central government got the clear majority, and on the other hand, if there was, for example, in central government, BJP was the governing party in center, and in state Congress was the governing party. So BJP forced the Congress party, or means said that your government is not running according to the constitutional provision. So it forced, or means the forced to resolve the government. So that's why there was a bitter or different, not good relationship between central and state governments. After a time, as per time, no party is getting clear majority. It increased the importance of regional parties. You know that in Haryana, JJP and BJP is running the government as a coalition government because no majority, no party was in majority after the election. So that's why it increased the importance of regional parties. So coalition government system improved after that. You know that what is the meaning of coalition government? When two or more party join together to make the government, it is known as coalition government. So coalition government system proved that one party can be important for another in formation of governments. So in the past time, I gave example that if BJP was in center and Congress in the state, so there was a not good relationship. But in nowadays, so there is a good relationship between the regional parties and other parties because they can be needed in the after the election for making government. And the next point, so it's improved the relationship between center and state because central government is dependent on state for making government. Here states mean the regional parties for making the government. So its clarification is that it improves the center and state relationship. So if center and state relationships are good, you know that federalism is strengthened in the country. So these are the major provision in Indian constitution or in India to strengthen the federalism. I think you got all the points related to today's lecture. If you are new on my YouTube channel, please subscribe the channel, like and share also. Thank you and have a nice day.